Man, god damn. After 6 years of trying this, cuz.
Did it hit your Facebook?
Yeah, it should be it. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. Welcome to the Domino Effect Conversation with Mike and
Pratt.
yes, sir. And we are here, and it is your host that does the absolute most sometimes. But what's been going on, my boy?
Not much, man. As we said before, we actually launched this podcast and had to come back to.
We've been trying to launch this for at least the last 20 minutes. It's just working out the here's and there's and everywhere.
Yep.
But just talk to me, y'all. Can y'all hear us out there? Can y'all see us out there? Are we in here talking to ourselves?
Either way, we still gonna do what we got.
We still gonna do what we do, but I need to know.
But it's better with y'all. Really appreciate.
It's way better. It's way better whenever y'all talk to us. Oh, I can turn that down. All right. So, what you been doing this week, bro?
So what I was telling you before, homie called. He said, "You still do the fast like you used to?" And I was like, "Nah, I hadn't done it in a while. But if you want to do it, let's get it. I'll do it with you." So Sunday around about 9 a.m. was my last meal until today Sunday. Around noon. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And so you do supplements, cayenne pepper and cinnamon for circulation. Cayenne pepper is also a vasodilator, so it opens up your blood vessels, get you better circulation, better oxygenation, your brain power increases, or at least that's the results I've been seeing. What else? The cinnamon, a couple of the supplements. I usually use now I use the Ambrosia Collective for the nutrition and such. So it's been an interesting week, man. Once you get past day one and you're not fiending for all the stuff you usually eat and all that, you start getting to moments of clarity and moments of kind of slowing down and get still. And then, like yesterday, I was listening to Chopin's nocturnes and stuff, like back to classical music.
Okay.
Because your mind kind of gets back in that groove and such.
I ain't gonna lie, like you kind of what's going on, CJ?
CJ.
I ain't gonna lie, like way back when, and this is like when you first gave me the microphone and all this other whatnot. Like it really opened my eyes up to a whole bunch of music. Like I'm a connoisseur of all type of good music, men, women, all type of things. It just I can't get down with techno. I can't get down with heavy metal.
You should have. My homeboy's band, Deep Above Surface, you'd have liked that. All of them were creative. He's a left-hand drummer, and he has classical and jazz background. So his rhythms and the different patterns and stuff he would do with the metal band, it was crazy. That was the only metal band where I was like, I got to be there. So I would actually follow them to different shows around Houston and sometimes even further out. That's pretty cool.
I mean,
I'm not a metal guy either.
I would be remiss if I'm sorry, I'm getting some stuff again. I would be remiss if I don't shout out Jermaine right now.
Come on, Monkey Man Jermaine?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
bruh.
The show, the format, like the way you see the show right now, it's all because of him, bro.
That's what we've been looking for.
If he didn't put that out there, I swear boys wouldn't know.
Man.
But shout out to you, man. Make sure y'all come follow us on Let's Talk About It Thursdays, Relationship Thursdays. It's me, Jermaine, my boy right here. Also CJ 227 printing. Oh man, she's lovely with it. I ain't gonna lie. But tell me, you've been keeping up with this Remy Ma Papoose situation. Talk to the people about it. Let me go.
How you gonna have me talk to the people? I ain't been keeping up with it. Yeah, that's funny. I saw some videos you sent me. It's a pretty interesting perspective, but I want to know your take on it.
Basically, my take was this. It's quite simple. Like, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough to be Papoose right now. Like, one of her homies over $1,000. I don't really know the direct specifics on why I said homie owed her $1,000. Sorry. Yeah.
You still picking up good, right?
We both was muted.
Wait, we both muted. So you weren't muted. You weren't open this whole time.
No, because yours was on.
But yours was
right. And you can still hear me though. But anyway, the sound should be back on my bad. All right. So what was I at?
Shot somebody $1,000.
Oh, yeah, okay,
jail time.
I don't know why said friend owed her $1,000 or whatever the case may be, but it doesn't change the fact that this is what happened. 1,000, she gets shot. Remy does 6 years. Whole 6 years, Papoose holds down. No scandals, no accusations of cheating, no side babies, no side women, no nothing, no extracurricular activities. She comes out. They back together, wholesome, wholesome family, and it's just for this to happen. And right now, I cannot fathom the level of embarrassment that he's going through.
Bruh.
Like, okay. My boy Tony, like, if he's out there, I'm sure he's watching. Anthony Jet, man, y'all should check him out. He's real nice in the battle rap world.
You unmuted, right?
Yeah, for sure. Real nice in the battle rap world. But he, this is not the first time I heard that, right? Like, I started hearing speculations on that about a month ago. It's just this last battle rap that just happened, I guess, like within the last week or two or so. Like, bro brought it to the main stage, and you can see Remy's face like the whole time she's sitting there like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And what would you do if you Papoose? Like, this is your family right here that you just watch get destroyed.
I mean, looking at the timeline, it almost looked like it was already destroyed. This was just when it was made public.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's just
it
sucks, bro. Like, it's unfortunate, but it's one of the reasons why I be saying, like, that what exactly happened? What exactly happened, well, the best of my knowledge, was the guy, the block captain, easy block captain, whoever his name is, something to that magnitude. Like, allegedly him and Remy been having an affair, and the battle rapper Geechee Gotti did a little verse at his battle rap event in the league that which Remy Ma hosts, and he just exposed it. Like, he put it all out there. And we all know, like, in battle rap, there's nothing off limits. Like, you can talk about pretty much anything. Anything is pretty much material. Tomorrow, I'm sure Jermaine goes go drop the video, but there's 2 clips. Like, there's a clip of his verse being short down, and there's the clip of his verse extended. Like, the whole verse. Like, the one I sent you, it was the whole verse. Like, you heard the whole thing, right? And he even said it in his verse. He said, bro, Papoose is here at every event, but conspicuously, he's not here at this one while I'm speaking on this. And he pushed down your side, dude. That's why you said, if you go fuck with the help, at least fuck with a nigga that can fight.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough. Key Trick, my boy. Man, I heard my boy in so long. Jesus Christ. I hope you're doing good out there.
So,
Laura, hello, how you doing? Like you saying, you up in here. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, by the way. So, is it worth it? Being a step parent, giving that woman a commitment, and getting this, is it worth it?
You know we've had this conversation.
I know we did.
Man, and that's the complaint that a lot of dudes are saying. It's that step situation. It's almost a guaranteed loss. And to me, in this situation, it didn't have to be, but I guess she chose it to be. Like, you didn't have to do what you did, right?
Well, why?
Why? What? Why did she choose that?
Why? Like, this man literally gave you everything. Before lean back. Give me a Remy Ma song.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm out of there.
I'm just saying, like, bro, Papoose such a low-key dude where it's like, he wasn't out there on the scene. He wasn't having scandal after. He wasn't no Future type of dude to where he had baby mama after baby mama,
trouble
scandal
and
after
drama.
scandal, trouble after trouble, trauma after trauma. They were held in a high regard as far as Black love goes. Now, was it Michelle and Barack? Not necessarily, but it wasn't Ike and Tina Turner either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to read this post. That somebody had posted, man, and it was crazy. Hold on, because he hit that mother right on the head. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
Y'all let us know how the sound quality in the video and all that is. We want to make sure it's good for you.
And I ain't gonna lie, this might sound unfortunate, but this part the reason that I say I don't want to date if you come here with another man's kid. It's part the reason, because look at what just happened. Can he get his time back?
Mm-mm.
Can he get all the resources he shelled out back?
And that was time without her that he was with her.
Can he get that back?
Nah.
When you was in jail for 6 years, he made sure your daughter was straight. She was good. She wasn't hungry, wasn't suffering from nothing, wasn't none of that.
Rough.
That's super rough. Cause bro, how many women out there gonna hold a man down for 6 years? Some of y'all won't even go.
His kid
Take
that ain't
care of
hers.
his kid that's not yours, etc.
I would love to hear the
For
answer.
6 years, bro. That's what 60% of a decade.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. Whoa. I ain't gonna lie. If I was Papoose, I would lose my shit right now. I would be locked in a freaking mental asylum right freaking now. Cause there's no way. It's just no way.
So what's up on your post? You found it?
I ain't gonna lie, I wrapped up in the conversation.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I definitely gotta read this. Hold up. But if there's anything out there that could give you like insight to these things possibly happening, like what would those? What's the word? What would those red flags be?
Man, I don't know. In a situation like this, the only red flags are the ones we already have, which is the normal statistics, the female having someone else's kid, not being able to give you something that's unique just to you. Like, we've covered all of that. Fresh and Fit, everybody's covered all of that. I don't think there's any particular red flag that would say this situation would happen. It just sucks that it did. Because like you said, that's 6 years of you holding it down in a particular fashion, and then you had this happen. And I mean, I would imagine that this happening was enough to stop everything. Like, I don't think it was just like, okay, yeah, this happened, and I'm cool with it. She can have a side or whatever, you know. I don't think that's how it is. I haven't been keeping up with it, but I couldn't see him just be like, hey, do what you do. You can have whatever you want on the side, and we'll be all right.
So, like, look right here. This is not the post, this is part of it. He says, y'all do know that was Ray Mars' battery. You do know her and Papoose just went to the awards together. You do know he hasn't spoken out about it, but they still married and linking everywhere together. It's battle rap. Where's the video of him fighting Easy? Why hasn't he said anything or broken up with his wife yet? Y'all believe anything? It's marketing.
That's interesting.
Y'all think if she cheated, she would leave? She wouldn't let the battle even happen, knowing it would get aired out if it was a fake rumor that she's seen spreading and seen they can capitalize off of it, and y'all ate it up. Mind y'all, this rumor has been going on for months. Y'all just now getting hip. Battle rap fans been new.
I can see that. I can still see her letting it happen. for the profits. If it's going to generate that kind of profit, but that's an interesting point.
In the interest of transparency, let's ask this question. So, Papoose, your public embarrassment is made off of this event, right?
It depends on if y'all sharing money. I don't know. I don't know the contract, so I don't know. It's a lot of people that do a lot, and you can't say with I because I ain't like that.
Any fellas in the chat, let's ask this question: if your wife had a battle rap league, would you circulate a false rumor? Would you let a false rumor circulate all in the means of marketing, publicity, and financial gain
to your detriment?
To your detriment.
I have almost lost my job about standing up for people that wasn't me. So I definitely wouldn't. That's just how I am. But I don't know. Maybe there are some out there that's like that.
Hey, and again, I'm gonna be transparent. Like I will read both sides of it. So it ain't look like we just spinning one thing. So
coming through your, and that's how they eat. So they make it.
So, we got CJ. She said just like Steve Harvey and his wife. He said it's not a real rumor. Men, we know you'll do a lot of things to conceal embarrassment, but behind closed doors, we know it be ABC XYZ 1 2 3, right? And sometimes we carry that Superman masculine energy 24/7, 365 to where we can't even admit when we're in a vulnerable position. And we talked about that last week on Jermaine's show with the mental health. Like sometimes it's okay to admit that you got brother. It's okay to be like, hey,
the only way to recover and learn.
It's the only way. It's the only way. Can't wait. It's still going in and out.
It shouldn't be now.
Now, CJ says also, speak, Pratt. It's a lot of celebrities that allow the publicity for a check.
Hey, especially if the check is 6 or 7 figures.
Man, I've been told.
So,
go ahead.
What's the dude named White Congress, something like that, or something like the little thin? I think he out of Dallas or something. The thin dude be talking man trash. I know you know who I'm talking about. He be talking about. He was the one I think that was talking about he get a job and then do the sexual harassment or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Nah, you lost me, bro. I ain't even care.
There's no way I can know somebody you don't know.
You lost me on that one.
And basically, he was this dude. He just did a 4-part thing on what?
You muted, brother.
I know, but you said they can hear us.
Right? Some big. All right, go ahead.
Can y'all hear us? Can y'all hear?
Is the audio good? Cause he said at one point we was going in and out.
Yeah, I was cutting mine off because I was hearing the echo. I noticed it, so I was muting mine.
Well, go ahead. What you saying?
But anyway, this guy was talking about Hollywood and the stuff that they do for the music game and the music industry, and to do that for the chance at going platinum and stuff like that. And
you talking about Charleston White?
I said White. Like
I was talking about Charleston White. Hey, yeah. Go ahead.
If boys will do that for a check for the chance at going platinum and such, yeah, for a guarantee.
Okay,
I can see it.
Okay, and Jermaine say, but it's facts that Papoose knocked the nigga. But why did he knock him out? So, but that's the thing. Like, you're going too far. Like, you're going too far to too much of an extent. For it to be false. Yeah. Like,
what is that term you use in wrestling? When it's real, but you know what I'm talking about?
A shoot.
You was telling me about
it's a shoot.
Talk about.
It's like, bro, in wrestling, they got a term to where like if it's fake, right? And they have a script to follow, right? And there's sometimes some people go off script. They call that a shoot. Now, there are some times where you will work real life events, things that go on off camera, on camera, and they call that a work shoot. Now,
So do you think that could be playing into?
do I think it's a shoot, or do I think it's a work shoot, or do I think they just keep it kayfabe alive? I think it's a shoot. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think it's a shoot, brother. I think this is real as real can be. Because again, Pat Poose is a stand-up dude, bro. Like this has never been this. Yeah, this never been a like he's never been the type to get involved in scandals. Like he's a real authentic rapper, right? Like hence him never being popular with mainstream because you know what goes on with mainstream. You know they're gonna make you conform to a certain type of way, to doing things a certain type, you know what I'm saying, doing things a certain type of way, et cetera, et cetera. And that's why I feel like people like Lil Kiki, Zero, Slim Thug, like these people did not go mainstream. At least, well, maybe I shouldn't say Slim Thug, but for sure, Lil Kiki and Zero. And CJ said all reality TV is scripted as well, and they sell their souls for that money.
Yeah, reality TV and reality. The first one I saw, I was like, "This bull."
It's funny because I never loved. I ask anybody that know me, bro. I hate that show, Love and Hip Hop. I hate it with a passion. But I put it like this: if Pat Poose really signed off on this, all in the names of making $1, you sold your authenticness for the $1.
Yeah. Authenticity and integrity.
Integrity, like bro, like once you sell your manhood, your integrity, your dignity, you can't buy that shit. You can't buy it back.
Yeah, and it takes forever to rebuild it.
Come on now.
People gonna always reference that time.
And she say they were on there though. Who was they? Pat Poose and Remy was on a reality show. Oh, I think they was on Love and Hip Hop.
I would have no idea.
I think they was on Love and Hip Hop New York. I don't know. Help me out with that, CJ. But it's just bro, like that's baffling. Yeah, that's baffling as hell. But hey, I mean, I guess you don't know a person, you know a person.
Yeah, I mean, the actions speak louder. And I mean, like you said, he's got the history.
Tay, what's the deal? All the way from the Rocket Crockett. What you talking about? I think they was on Love and Hip Hop. They was on Love and Hip Hop New York, right? But okay. Well, let me take another turn at this. Who you think wore the pants in their relationship? Is it Remy or is it Pat Poose?
I don't know enough about him to call out.
You know Pat Poose.
I don't know.
We know Pat Poose.
More passive than actively.
I take your word for it, CJ. I swear, I refuse to watch Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
So I think Remy wear them. And it's so crazy because I need to find that post, yo. But I'll be searching all night. I should have screenshotted it when I had the chance. But basically, he was talking about how Remy is really a hyper masculine woman. Like, bro, think about what she went to jail for. She went to jail for shooting another woman. So it's not far out of the realm of possibility to see that Pat Poose in their relationship, as far as their relationship is concerned, he was a beta. Yeah. He didn't really wear the pants. Right. I mean,
from what I'm saying,
if we're going to say, but check this out. If we're going to say that this is a scam, a ruse, all in the means of making money, that makes him look bad, but it makes
that is definitely not.
It sounds hyper masculine to me
on her behalf.
Yeah. But that goes to show you, y'all, masculinity in women is not sustainable. It will more often than not always make the male look bad. It might not happen now, but somewhere down the line, it will. And they do say the way your woman acts in public, it is a direct reflection of whom and what you are. And we all know Remy has a very aggressive personality. Nathan, what's up? Matter of fact, y'all look out for my boy right there. That's Big Nate. You know what I'm saying? White boy Nate in the place to be. What you talking about? We saying. So what? Right here. Yeah. So, Big Nate, all the smoke coming to a football field near you. Number 4 is in the building. I ain't bullshitting. And my boy Jermaine saying all New York, Philly women have that masculine exterior. Jermaine, I'm with you, but I gotta stop you for a second.
Just an exterior, or is it? who they are.
But hold on, I gotta stop you for a second because it's unfair to paint every New York and Philly woman with that same brush. Cause that's like saying all down south niggas is slow, got that southern draw, and I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You don't have that southern draw at all, or if you do, you hide it real well. Now Peanut, oh my God, he got it. Boys be tripping for you say it. All right, but oh man, like. I also seen somebody say, "Hey, us talking about this type of stuff, we are perpetuating the stereotype of splitting black men and black women." No, we're talking about it because we held them in high regard as far as black love and black families. It's when you subscribe to what they're doing. If again, we're operating as if this is the rules. If you're capitulating to that speaks to division between the two, because regardless of what you want to believe or what you think, gender roles are necessary within a relationship. It's just and quite naturally, Remy is out of her role. I mean, and look what it gotten her: a stint in prison, a child by a man that didn't marry you, and also you done made your husband look bad all in the means of $1. And let's be honest, to all my battle rap fans out there, that's my boy Tony Lane. He real nice with that. Y'all check him out, Young Casper. You understand? Nike fan representative. But let's be honest. You ain't Smack. You ain't UW. You ain't what's these other people that got battle rap leagues? Like, bro, this league just kicked off. At least as far as I know. If y'all watch out there, correct me if I'm wrong. That league just kicked off. And now who looks bad? Come on, bro. That's tough. That's tough, man.
But it could be for them stats, like you said.
That is interesting.
Whether it's real or not, it still could be.
It still could be. That's very interesting. I just look. Hey, Zay, my boy, X-Man, y'all holla at me straight out of the wood. Matter of fact, I got two of them, Christian and Zay from the wood. Make sure y'all show my boy some love. My boy Nate say 2 of the greatest people I know are black women. 2 of the most important, selfless people I've ever come across. Both play crucial roles in my life. Hey, and shout out to them. On the real, shout out to them if that's exactly what they doing. Because I hate how the negative stereotype of our women is what get pushed. Yeah. But when you know better, you do better. Like I would hope to God, I would pray to God that my woman wouldn't do nothing that'll put me in a very compromising light, right? Because by and large, I get, bro, there's some people out here that can't stand my black ass. You understand me? They can't stand me on the football field. They can't stand me in real life. But there's much more that do, bro, that holds me in high respectable regard. You know what I'm saying, et cetera, et cetera. And I would hate for the woman that I'm with to come in and compromise that, because my role as a man is to not put, part of my role as a man is to not put her in a compromising position. That's why it's so crazy when I see y'all want to date the dope boys and all this other whatnot, because his lifestyle literally puts you in a compromising position. Because eventually, 2 things are gonna happen: jail or death. But that's a whole nother topic. Like, you got anything else to add to this? You ain't got nothing else?
Man, I don't know enough about them individually as far as the situation. It's just a horrible situation.
It's a very horrible situation
for both of them. But this is the kind of drama. Like, I even had people say, I want to check out the show, but I like the drama. I want the conflict and the confusion and the yelling and the back and forth and the name calling. And I'm like, that we got to get out of that mindset.
No
Why
bullshit.
do you want the entertainment when you can establish something for the future? When you can,
and it's crazy.
We get stuck in.
Let me get down right quick. My boy Dre. Let me talk to you right quick, Dre. Side note: we need to talk to Sean McVay. Because Sean McVay said, fuck my points, fuck my parlay, fuck everything. He just kicked the unnecessary field goal at the end of the game. But we're going to talk off camera. Bang, bang, the 49er game. Brock Purdy, if you heard me. I ain't lying. My boy D Black, you here, D Blackerfeller. Quick to smack a fella. Should have been signed to Rockefeller. I was just saying. Let's see. Say, look, brother. I told Saquon, I say, look, to take the week off, we losing by 50, even if you playing. So let's just, you know what I'm saying? Let's just take our L, take our lump on Thursday night football, get 10 weeks, 10 days of rest, and we be back Sunday, you understand? Oh, my boy say, I'll be back in a few, my guy. My son's calling for sure. All right, my boy Christian say, got to throw that field in there, my boy. You know, we been at League City putting in work on that football field. But okay, ladies, in the chat, CJ, if you're watching, ladies, let me ask you a question. Would you rather mess with a married man that never tells you no? And I mean, never tell you no to whatever you want. The world's your oyster. Or would you, no doubt that was Vegas, Jermaine, no doubt. Or would you want to be with a man that tells you no 45% of the time? Ladies, let me get an answer on that. I got a video I want to circulate with that, but I got to learn how to put these videos up. Next week, we're going to have shit circulating, I promise. But the question is, I'm going to ask again. Would you rather mess with a married man that tells you no? I mean, that never tells you no. Or would you rather deal with the man that tells you no 45% of the time? Let me know. CJ says, I'm not messing with no man that's in a relationship, period. Can't blame you for that one, sister. Hey, I drink to that.
You'd be surprised some of the answers that came out of that. Maybe.
I might go live tomorrow. I might go live tomorrow and circulate the clip. Dre, I sent that to you. And my boy, my neurologically sound brother, shout out my boy Jaleel, whatever the D stand for, Harris. I ain't lying. My boy been searching for that video. He finally found it and sent it to me. And you'll be surprised by some of the answers. Yeah. Because let's be real, ladies, y'all hate being told no. Some of y'all ain't never been told no in y'all life. So whether you finally get that first no, why is it such a problem? If I'm expected to lead us, right, and I see what we're doing, my boy RJ from out there in Phoenix, man, we need you back on the field. She say, well, oh, okay, hold on. She say, now the man telling me no. What is he saying no to? What? But that's the thing. You can pick whatever you want, right? But 45% of the time that you're asking for whatever he's saying no, would you accept that?
The other one giving 100.
The other is 100% telling you yes to whatever it is you want.
But he go home to wife.
But he going home to his wife. Now, CJ, you my girl. You know, we started out shaky, but you know we good now. We like family. Fuck you saying. So she says, I ain't dealing with no man that's in a relationship. Period. Right. But let me paint a scenario for you. What if this man is a multimillionaire and you just so happen to be his side piece? It's tight, little side piece. And he's willing to pay your bills, do whatever you ask. He's never telling you no. Like, think about this. Any question you could possibly ask, he's 100% of the time saying yes. Look, Jermaine crazy. He said, you can't go to the Beyonce concert. So she said, if it's making sure we good and for our better, yes, I'll let him tell me no.
What determines that?
But which one though? Which one though? Are you taking the guy that I think she's taking the 45%. Yeah. Yes. look. So if he say she can't go to the Beyonce concert, he say I'm out. She's being facetious though. Of course, she's not being serious. But okay, great. No, the single man. Oh yeah, she's saying to the single man, 45%. Yeah. So
I was hoping. I mean,
for sure.
For sure. That's what I know is coming.
For sure. Now, you know, I understand that as a man, that I am expected to lead us into our prosperity, into our future for the rest of our lives, right? And there's nothing more that I love than giving my girl everything. Like, trust me, if she's the one, and she's showing me that she's worth the sun, the moon, the earth, and the Mars, I'm gonna get her all 9 planets. I'm gonna get her all 9 planets. I ain't bullshitting, and then some. But if I'm telling you no, there's a legitimate and logical reason to why I'm saying no.
There's usually a discussion that comes with it.
It's usually a
that
discussion.
explains or expresses
I've had this conversation offline with my girl, and I said, hey, do you think I just move randomly? Do you think I just do random things without any explanation? And she said, no. I said, right. Because I'm a methodical person. If I'm doing things for a reason. This show exists for a reason. Me and you met each other for a reason. I kept you close to the vest for a reason. The reasons. Now, again, I always say this. You might not agree with said reason, but it doesn't make it any less of a reason. So what you got? What you got? I feel like I've been talking for forever.
Yeah, I mean, you going at it. I got a lot on my. I've been thinking about a lot of stuff.
Talk to me.
And so,
Grey Goose, brought to you by your local liquor store.
I'm actually waiting for that to slow my mind down. Let me.
Oh, it got me. I ain't bullshitting.
But yeah, man, it's
Do what Jermaine used to do.
It's interesting the perspective. No, it's interesting the perspectives that we have when it comes to relationships, and like you talk about what we deserve, what we should, what's this, what's that, who should lead, how we should lead, why every time you want to do something it's yeah, why every time I want to do something it's no. I think I don't even know how to express it. We need to go back to authentic relationships.
Okay.
Man-woman relationships based on biblical principles. I think.
Oh, wait, hold on, wait. Let me sit up in the chair. What you just say?
Based on biblical principles.
Based on biblical principles. Stop right there. CJ, where that comment at? I need you to post it. I need you to post it right now. I told you, click that comment, save it, because we're going to talk about it. You just said it. Biblical principles. Continue.
Based on biblical principles, if we want the best results, God says this is how I designed it to get those results, and we need to be following it. And we've talked about it on the show before. If you do your own thing, you're gonna get your own results. Like, you're not following the path that's laid out to get these particular results. And so I don't know. There's a lot of entertainment, there's a lot of programming, a lot of stuff that has our mind in the African American community twisted to where this type of stuff is normal and acceptable.
What are some of the things that got our mind twisted in thinking that this is normal and acceptable?
Feminism was one of the biggest things. Not women don't have rights, but your rights are it's just a blanket. If you want to do it, do it. That is nowhere it's not acceptable anywhere in the world. If I wanted to slap you right now and I did it, I have broken the law, right?
Oh, wait.
You got the right to defend yourself. So you can't have those outright blanket rights like that. So it was a deceptive method of so-called freedom that has enslaved our people. And we get the worst of it. The African American community is getting the worst of it. And I think that's why we have podcasts like this. You got Fresh and Fit, you got Kevin Samuels, I think the reason why the Black community is dealing with it so much is because we got the worst of it. We ran with it. We so wanted to be free. We accepted a false freedom that enslaved us even more. And
the thing is, they say women are the most impressionable species walking the planet. And that's true. Yeah. But Black people,
they're supposed to plug in.
But Black people, we are the most impressionable culture walking the planet.
Which ain't supposed to be.
Which means we believe anything we've been sold. Anything we've been sold. I don't want to get into politics, but we believe that the Democratic Party is for us. When in actuality, they ain't about shit. Yeah. They ain't about nothing. But again, don't want to get into politics. But
You said biblical principles. Let me read something. That was very fucking interesting. So Jermaine was speaking about on his personal page, Jermaine Amerson. Make sure I go follow him. Go add my boy, follow him. Like you're saying. So it said that what man, fuck that. Let me go pull it up. I told you I don't like lying on folks. I want to quote my boy straight all the way through. Hold on. Let me fuck you saying. All right. My boy said, y'all quick to say God knows my heart and he does this. Wait, y'all quick to say God knows my heart and he do this is what the Bible. Oh, my bad. Slow down, brother. Slow down. Y'all quick to say God knows my heart and he do. This is what the Bible says. Jeremiah 17:9-10, the New Living Translation. The human heart is the most deceitful of all things and desperately wicked. Who really knows how bad it is? But I, the Lord, search all hearts and examine secret motives. LOL. Yeah. And you always say this when you're doing something wrong. Yeah. Now, and that's what gives CJ comment context. But you can take that same comment and apply it here. I want to read it. It was so gangster. I ain't lying. What that boy Birdman say? I pulled up on you because I thought that was gangster. So what did he say? All right. CJ says, but there are some that take advantage of these scriptures. Just because God give you chances doesn't mean you deliberately do wrong. I'm gonna say that again for those that didn't hear me out there. I'm gonna say it very slow. Let me sip this Grey Goose. Hold on. That's funny. She said, just because God give you chances, that doesn't mean you deliberately do wrong. Ooh-wee. You shouldn't be doing the same wrong over and over because at some point you know what you're doing and chooses to do is wrong.
Man, sometimes the first time you did it, you knew it was wrong.
Yo.
There's a scripture that directly speaks on what she just said.
Talk to it.
So if you go to Romans 5 toward the end, going into chapter 6, it says, moreover, the law entered that the offense might abound, but where sin abounded, grace did much more abound, that as sin hath reigned unto death, even so grace might reign through righteousness unto eternal life by Christ Jesus our Lord. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? God forbid. You can't just keep doing wrong because you know that grace comes out of it. That's not how that works. It's directly written in there. That's what I'm saying. God has put the blueprint out there.
Go on, man.
It's been translated all these times. It's been transliterated. The dude that wrote it was gay. All this other stuff, but the cheat sheet is there. Only an idiot argues with the cheat sheet. Because if you were smart enough, you would take the test without the crutch, right? Don't argue with the cheat sheet. Argue with the tutor. Argue with the teacher.
Come on.
Don't argue with the cheat sheet.
Y'all know what this is?
When you get the cheat sheet, you've already ready to fail the test.
And this is what we do over here on the Domino Effect Conversations with Mike and
Pratt.
But I'm saying, so it goes right with what my boys just said. Biblical principles, biblical concepts. Because the things that you want within a relationship is literally based on biblical principles and biblical concepts. Now, their conversation, granted, it wasn't necessarily about relationships, but you can take that same comment.
It's about behavior. It's about action.
You can take that same comment, and it's very much applicable here.
Yep.
She says right now, the guy before me commented and said we shouldn't judge, and that's what my comment followed. But whoa.
We shouldn't judge.
Okay. Bullshit. And then let me tell y'all something. Y'all gonna piss me off with that. Oh man, you so judgmental. Nigga, life is judgmental.
Well, here's the thing. If we following biblical principles, God has already said what he'll accept and what he won't.
Come on.
So it ain't my judgment. I'm just telling you what he said.
So wait, don't you get judged at the end? Don't they have a thing called Judgment Day?
Mm-hmm.
So doesn't it mean God is judgmental also?
Absolutely.
Think about it.
That's why Christ is the just judge that we paid the price. That's why it's a legal term, justification. So if you follow Romans 6 toward the end.
Come on. Can you tell me what Romans 6 says?
Go back up to Romans 5.
Come on. You know the scripture offhand?
Yeah, Romans 5:8-9. But God commended or demonstrated his love toward us in that while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us.
Ooh.
Much more then, being justified by his blood, the Son, Jesus' blood, we shall be saved from the wrath of the Father by him, the Son who paid the price. God gave his son. And it said justified. Justified is a legal term. Enter his gates with thanksgiving and come into his courts with praise. Courts. Justification is a legal term in the Bible. Justifiable homicide is a legal term we use here on earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
I killed you. I meant to kill you because you bust in my house.
Mm-hmm.
I shot you with the intent to stop you.
Mm-hmm.
The homicide, the intent to kill you, was justified because of what you did, right? You're justified by it's legal.
Now, before we go any further, my boy just stepped in the chat. Chris King, holla at me, man. Birthday twin. My boy was born on the same day. I ain't lying. Hey, January 4th is a hell of a day. I ain't lying to you. But my neurologically sound brother just jumped in the chat. Jaleel, whatever the D stands for, Harris. What did he say? My boy, fuck you saying? Hey, we back again on the nighttime edition of the Fuck You Saying podcast. All right, now, my boy D Black says, to understand biblical concepts, you have to understand the ancient language that was spoken at the times. And you got to make sure that you interpret it right. You can understand. Okay, actually, we're saying the same thing. Sorry. Understand and interpretation could definitely be the same. It's synonymous. And that's why I always say, like, those that speak on, oh, well, I don't want to get married. Or I just be with my partner and we didn't marry, just a paper. I'm like, but you're simulating exactly what God said. And you're limiting, and you're not limiting, you're doing it on biblical, or what's supposed to be, or that's getting masqueraded as biblical concepts.
That's exactly what the devil did in every instance.
Speak to him.
That's why Jesus talked in parables is parabolic from one realm to the other. If anybody ever did geometry, you understand parables have that curve. If you have a direct parable, whatever you have on this side, you have on this side. If you turn it, the same thing. It's parabolic. So you don't have, you can't take this, switch it over to this side and expect the same thing over there. You're going to get a reflected image of it. You're going to get a reflective output. It's not going to be the same. And that's what the devil did with everything. He took what God established, flipped it the other way, and it works against us. It's a deception.
All right. Now, I ain't gonna lie. See, that's why I love this show, y'all. That's why I love Relationship Thursdays. Let's talk about it Thursday, 6:30 p.m. live on StreamYard, broadcasting on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Oh, my boy Chris King said it was good for sure, man. You know what's good, my boy. I hope you doing good out there with hey, my boy be doing this thing out there at the Beamer dealership. No bullshit. Mechanical engineer. All right. CJ says, Jermaine, what you said was on point, but someone that doesn't want to change will scream, don't judge me. That, I ain't gonna lie, that's on point. That's a good comment. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Let me get this out here. You gotta sit up in the seat. Let me get this out here. A lot of the things I say, especially about relationships, it definitely is judgmental. And the reason why it's judgmental is because life is judgmental. We just established that God is judgmental. How many times have you heard that Christianity is the most judgmental religion walking the planet? Right? Life is judgmental because if a man doesn't have it, if he's a loser, if he's less than, life is going to show him that he's less than.
Simply put, deeds determine results.
Ooh-wee.
That's where the judgment comes from.
Again. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, Jay. You missed a little bit. But we here on the Fuck You Saying podcast. But excuse me. Now, if I don't go out here and create it, to create my value, life is gonna show me that I'm less than, that I have no value. I cannot walk up to Bill Gates and say, man, you should be valued the exact same. That's asinine, isn't it? Right? Because what's gonna happen is he gonna pull out his wallet. I'm gonna pull out my wallet. If I showed y'all my bank account right now, y'all would laugh. I'm just saying. But if he showed you his, I'm just saying. So my boy Jermaine said, when people say don't judge me, they be doing such shady shit. That's true also.
Most of them have already judged themselves. They know they're doing wrong. That's why they don't judge me.
Come on.
You already know.
Please, hey, judge me, please. Judge me. That D Black, my boy D Black say, You right. You hitting it. I ain't gonna lie. You hitting it.
If you really study the Bible, it says that we judge the angels. The angels sinned against us and brought us into all kinds of stuff.
So I love
angels. God's judgment on our behavior is already done.
Come on. I love what CJ just said right here. She said, I'm a hoe because I've been hurt by so many men, but don't judge me. You see how stupid that sounds?
They say it in songs. I ain't gonna call them names, but yeah.
Please don't judge me. And I won't judge you. All right. Jermaine say Remy Ma had the right to say don't judge at that point in time, but you can't be judged on facts.
I hope you get
actually a lot. Actually, Jermaine, I gotta disagree with you respectfully. You can judge based on it, but what? That's why we're judging. We're not judging based on opinions. We're judging based on the facts. Because what's undisputable? A fact. What's the definition of a fact? Something that can be independently proven. So if it can be proven, you damn right this is judgment. Hey, brother, if you less than, if you coming up short, if you lacking, and you got all your mental faculties amongst you, you ain't on drugs, you ain't on none of these things. Yeah, judged, please, right now. So, hey, that's a good one. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a really good one.
Judgment is also conclusive. It's
what
you say, you have facts. When you go to court, you have all the facts. You put the facts together and you draw a conclusion based on the facts.
Based on the facts, yeah.
Civil cases based on preponderance of evidence. Criminal cases, higher standard, is innocent until proven guilty beyond all reasonable doubt.
Definitely. And it's okay.
Should be a higher standard.
Should be a higher standard. But okay. My thing is this. If you don't want to be judged, then what do you want? What do you want to be?
People. So the Bible talks about this too. It said in the end times, people will be lovers of themselves. Everybody want to cast off restraints. The Bible talks
Can you explain? Like, I ain't gonna lie. I know what you mean, but let's do it for the public. What do you mean by cast off restraints?
If I want to smoke weed in front of a police officer, knowing it's not legal in my jurisdiction, I won't do that. And even though I know it's illegal, I don't want you to say nothing about it.
That bull.
People lovers of themselves. One of the things that has fed into people being lovers of themselves is stuff like what we're doing right now. Now, we're doing it positively, but how many people go online, snap a picture of themselves and post it and wait for you to embrace them? Oh, you look good, girl. You so fine. Oh, I like the way you did. You got the baby hair glued to your head. Okay. All this other stuff. Dudes now doing it online, taking pictures of themselves. Look, got the abs working. What's up, girls? Hey, what's going on? Everybody wants to be important. People have become lovers of themselves, and it's all about them. That's why we don't have successful families, because I deserve to be happy. Because your happiness, you brought a child into this world. I told my sister in front of the church when I was in charge of the church, and she said, we're pregnant, we're going to have a child. I said, your life is no longer about you anymore. This child gets the best opportunity for a future. Ain't about you no more.
So let me read some of these comments. So CJ says, I think he meant Cad. Or okay, I think she's talking about Jermaine. But okay, CJ says, if I take a test and I make a failing grade, the teacher will say you didn't study the material to pass.
That's a judgment.
That's a judgment.
It may not be that. Some people are poor test takers. You can ask them the question verbally, and they'll answer every one of them right.
That's exactly what Jermaine said. He said that's her judgment.
That's exactly. It's a conclusion.
Right. What's the deal?
It is a conclusion.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Make sure, hey, next year, I'm gonna get this out here. Next year, Father's Day, I'm going live and I'm gonna interview my children, all 4 of them. So that's gonna be a hell of a show. So CJ said, Jermaine, exactly. Oh, well, he said exactly, and it's necessary for growth. And hey, CJ, and I gotta be fair to you. I ain't gonna lie, you hitting it right on the fucking head, like you right on point with it, right? But that's why I gave you so much pushback when we was talking about them numbers. Because just like we're accepting the judgments and the judgmental aspects of life, we gotta accept the numbers that come with it. Rather we agree with said numbers or we disagree. So respect to you though, for sure. Because like I say, you're knocking it out the park right now. We get somebody every week though, don't we? I miss E. I ain't gonna lie. I miss E like a motherfucker. And she said, yes, I just had to understand. And the thing is, and look, I know we just talk about life being judgmental, but I'm not judging you. let me just say this. A lot of people push it back because they don't like where they necessarily fall among said numbers. But you control where you fall amongst these numbers. That's why I told somebody, I was like, bro, if you my friend, one of my, we not cool anymore, but we was at one point. I was like, if you my homegirl and I got information that can help you, right? And I'm seeing you following on a certain side of these numbers, and I got information that can help you get to the positive side of these numbers. Wouldn't it be imperative?
You garbage if you don't tell. You garbage.
Come on, think about it. Think about it. You trash if you just watch your friend just circle the drain. And that's the thing.
And people do it all the time.
And she's like, I hate laugh, but I love money. Hey, same here. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna put myself out there. Cause I'm transparent. I never graduated from high school. I don't have no GED. So basically, I have no nothing. I decided to have children, get married, and said fuck school, right? And one thing about math, it was my worst subject. English and social studies are my two best subjects. Now, the one thing about numbers, I can't stand them. But the one thing I can do is count money I'm owed, money that I'm paying. Hey, money that's due and money that's coming. That's what I can count. So she said, and also I needed you to tell me the solution from knowing the numbers, and you've been consistent, you and Pratt. For sure. And that's all I aim to do here, y'all. Like, because that would, like, bro, that is the basic premise of this show. Like, because rather you want to acknowledge it or not, relationships is what helps you get from one point of life to the other, right? Unless you plan on, as a woman, unless you plan on being in the top 7% of all women, not just black women, all women, white, Asian, Chinese, Middle Eastern, African, etc., etc. Unless you plan on being one of those, you're gonna need a man to get you from one point to the other. So you're right, and sometimes I've gotten better, but at that point I could have done better with explaining the solution. Right? I explained the problem, but I never explained the solution. So that's what
it was short time, and that's why conversations need to take time. You know,
and that's why the show is called
married after the first date.
Come on, hey, ladies, getting married is the first part, but who you marry is the second part. But we'll talk about that on a whole nother show. So, hold on, wait a minute. Oh wait, I ain't gonna lie, my boy. You know, hey, you've definitely been referred to as Big Black.
All right.
And Tay said, hey, you know what I'm saying?
She laughing?
Yeah. Laughed off. But okay. So we're gonna touch on something tomorrow on the Let's Talk About It podcast. Make sure y'all tune in. Hey, again, let me take this break. Let me encourage y'all. If you support this show, please support. Let's Talk About It Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. This is not a half and half show. If you support me, you support Jermaine. We from the same block, same hood, same place. So you can't support one without supporting the other. We're both on that show also, right? And we're in there with a panel. And tomorrow we're going to talk about co-parenting. And it's a very interesting topic. So make sure y'all tune in 6:30 every Thursday on the Let's Talk About It podcast with Young Monkey Man, or aka Rogaine. You understand me? But okay. So let me ask you a question, bro. If you was out there on a dating market and you had your pick of the litter, because again, like, you know, the national average for black men, which is $42,500. That's the average. We ain't got to disclose the exact amount. You clearly make over that, right? So if you had your choice of the pick, would you take someone that's hyper masculine?
No.
Or would you take someone that is willing to be your helpmate, that is willing to see how the areas that you could possibly improve in, get better in, or be a little bit more substantial in, and they'll help you get to that point?
Just say,
why would you discard one and take the other?
One, that's the natural position. God designed woman to be a helpmate. He said it's not.
God, well, can you say that again? Because I think I have you repeat key points that you say that's very imperative. Like, can you say that again, bro?
God designed woman to be the helpmate of man, to meet whatever help he needs. If we in conversation, so let's say I see a young lady, we start talking, and I tell her a business idea I have. I'm trying to start this nonprofit, and I got these 3 names that I'm looking at. And she immediately goes into, okay, this name implies. We're going to marketing.
Keep marketing. I ain't lying. But go ahead. I swear I won't be trying to interrupt you when I do that.
So if she goes into, you know, I worked at this office and they look at these names a certain way. So if you put this, they're going to think you're doing this. But if you do this, they think this. So when you set up your 501c3 this way, and then make sure you check this box for this. That's somebody, she's already playing the role. She ain't got nothing tied to it. This is in passing conversation. That's somebody that now I'm going to say, okay, and I don't pursue them. I would start putting more time and energy in there. Let me see what else. Let me see what else. Let me see what else. And it wouldn't take long. You know, we dated for 5 years. That's ridiculous.
That's a ridiculous amount of time.
In 6 months of conversations like that, once a week,
Can I stop you right there? Let me tell you something, ladies. And this comes from a man. I played the game at a very elite and high level, right? But let me give you some game right quick. If a man is dealing with you every day for a year, every day for a year, that's 365 days. He's seen every fucking version of you. Every version of you. And if he ain't made the decision to give you the commitment, he don't want to.
A proposal?
That's tough for you. I do not advise any woman of any kind to be in a relationship for a year and a half plus. Yeah, that goose got me loose. For a year and a half, and he has not gave you any commitment. That man does not want to commit to you. He loves fucking you, yes, but he doesn't want to commit to you. And the reason why us men are scared to be transparent because we feel as if it puts us at a disadvantage when it comes to dealing with the women. But I've learned to rethink that being transparent and being intense. Yeah, ain't that what you said? Yeah. Being deliberate with your intentions. It gives the woman the option to make the choice. Yeah. That's why I say, fellas, it's unfair and it's selfish and it's fucked up for you to be a certain way, notice you a certain way. Do not give your woman the transparency. Yeah. That way she can't make said agreement. Laura says, I agree. I know you agree. Like you saying. So, and that's the thing. Like, and I'll tell you this. I give you my personal example, right? Like, with my ex-wife, it took we met in January. We got together in May. By September, she was pregnant. By February of that following year, she was engaged. Because I saw what I did with my first. And like, I created a family, I created a child, and I didn't give that woman a commitment. I was 16 years old. I was 16 to 17 years old. I didn't have no fucking, I barely knew what the fuck sex was, right? But at least when I was thrusted back in that same situation, I did something different. That shows growth, right? So,
or at least that you
okay. Notice. And I love that. I love that question, CJ. Let me get to you. Let me change this banner right quick, and I got you. I ain't bullshitting. So, shout out to Woody Q Productions too. They gave us that awesome ass logo. Y'all see in the corner right there.
Woody Q did that?
Yeah. Oh, whoa, hold on, y'all. Hide that. Fuck you saying?
That's fine.
Yeah. Hold on. I put this banner out there, so y'all give me 1 second. Hey, by the way, while I'm doing this, y'all, if y'all got any business like CJ, Jermaine, my boy right here, if y'all got any businesses that y'all want to promote, please drop that in the chat, y'all. And by the way, if you support this show, please support our followers, our subscribers, our commenters with their businesses. Like supporting them is also supporting us. You know what I'm saying? So let's get that down the way. We love networking. I love the networking shit. So hold on right quick. Show that cooks right now. All right. So CJ asked a very good question. And she said, are some men intimidated by a business-minded woman? Well,
it all depends on presentation. I've met a lot of business-minded women that were they were about the business. So you talk about the business, what the business is. If you don't agree or you don't like it or you got comments, they say, okay, and they move on because they got the vision for the business. I've met some business-minded women that were overly aggressive. It was, I got this and I got that. I'm a nonprofit. And it's just overbearing. Right. Again, if we get together,
You want some more discuss?
Yeah, we'll see what happens. If we get together,
yeah,
you're gonna expect me to be the man and handle business, not your business, but business, household, taking care of stuff, maintenance, loving you, making sure you feel good, and all that other stuff. So your business and your money don't play as high in our minds as it does in your mind.
Okay.
So, business-minded woman, it all depends. If you're in, let's say your girl is a professional accountant, you can plug in almost anything I do. I'm gonna need an accountant for any business I start, nonprofits, anything, right? So you being business-minded in accounting is great. If you don't plug into me, but if you got your own idea of where you're gonna go with that business, you ain't got no time for me. You can't go with my vision. Okay. So we can talk, but it's not. I can't. I'm never gonna bring you to that where I'm like, okay, you're gonna be my.
I got something. I got something that could actually. I might be on the other side of the spectrum with you, though. But to answer your question directly, said Devin, my boy, what it was, cuz you understand. This ain't nothing, but this is a neutral zone, though. You know what I'm saying? My boy Jermaine popped that 5, so it's a neutral party, and I fuck with Jermaine. I ain't bullshitting. But are some men intimidated by a business-minded woman? Well, this is the thing. I'm gonna be brutally honest. Intimidated? No. Turned off by it? Not at all. I mean, turned off by it? Very much. Because the thing you gonna do, and I understand it's a defense mechanism, right? What you're gonna do is you're gonna lead with your money. You're gonna lead with the fact that you're a businesswoman. But when we really start talking about relationships and start seeing and realizing how transactional it is, it's a business, right? And if you're not expected, I'm talking about women. If the women are not expected to lead with their money, then why is that such a position that you want to take, right? Like, because think about this. I say this. Let's say, okay, let's say you're a businesswoman, and let's say your business generates $100 grand a year. Let's say you don't have you don't clock in like regular folk, right? Your business is your income, $100 grand a year. So you roughly, Stacey Dad, that's my sister, y'all, Britt, BMO, y'all, I love you, girl. Holla at me. Let's say your business generate 100. My bad. Let's say your business generate 100,000. So quite naturally, you're gonna say, I want a nigga that what?
Makes more.
That makes the same or more, right? But the thing is, when you start looking at a business as a business, how many men actually makes 100,000? Right, and I'm sure you're gonna want a black man. Assuming you're a black woman, how many black men makes 100,000? Even less, right? All right, so that means if we're speaking business and transactional, these same men that are exceptional, because remember, they're not the average, that makes them exceptional. They're gonna want something that's an exception, and a lot of you are going to lead with that money, and it's a masculine trait and it automatically clicks into us. You Remy Ma. And look, that is unfortunate, but that's what it is. And intimidated, I can't use that word intimidated.
Sorry, some sorry dudes are.
But that's
And the
sorry,
reason why, because they
but,
don't have any
but
vision.
but them not the dudes you want. So we can't
But they ain't always.
but
They
check me
might be
out.
the ones they want, but some of them that's the ones they go after.
But check me out. We cannot focus in on the ones you want. I mean,
Well,
no,
I mean,
I'm sorry. We can't focus on the ones you don't want.
Of course.
We can only focus on the ones you want. And you said that the ones you want makes the same or better. And I'm saying if they makes better, that means their options is what?
Better.
Expanded.
Absolutely.
So you'll have to sell yourself of why you are a qualified candidate. And the thing is,
But
you're gonna say, well,
how many business women that's like that like to be judged on that level?
what you mean? Like you said like that. That's kind of vague. Can you say that again?
How many business women that's like, I'm about my business. I want these upper echelon guys.
But do you know what come with those upper echelon guys?
Well, either way, they want them.
Uh-huh.
I want this guy. He make more than me.
But he wants
He
something too.
He wants something exceptional. But how many women are gonna say you can judge me in comparison to those other
If
women?
I make $200,000 a year, you're gonna get up at 4 a.m. and make me a sandwich if I want it.
How many Fresh and Fit, all those other shows, them same women said the same thing. I'm not gonna do that. I don't want you comparing me to all these other women because I make $60,000 a day or a month or whatever she was making. And it was a whole panel of them that was making OnlyFans money. We talking about quick, fat money over a month's time. $60,000 a month, $50,000, $20,000 a month.
So okay.
I don't
Let me read some of these comments. So CJ says, Brittany said, hey, by the way. CJ says, what if that's not the position she wants to take? What if that's not a position? Look.
What if what's not the position she wants to
take? The fact that she's gonna leave with her money. And I'm saying,
well,
look,
I'm specific to the scenario. We're talking about a business-minded woman.
Right. And I'm saying, look, I'm not saying every business-minded woman is gonna lead with her money, etc. But I'm saying the vast majority of you will.
Exactly.
And if you are a woman that won't, hey, I guarantee you, that man will take you to the next level. He would be willing to do A, B, C, X, Y, Z. There are so many. All right. Let me look at y'all. Let me get personal right quick. I like looking at y'all when we get personal. There's so many women that I see out here that makes more money than I do. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be 100. Like, this is a transparent show. I don't clear $42,000 a year. At least not now at 30 years old, right? But there's so many women I see that they'll be lucky if I even give you the chance to talk to me. Like, I know that sounds very crazy, but you'll be so fucking lucky if you get the chance to even speak to me. Now, you are right, CJ. The way she comes off, it matters.
That's what I'm saying,
presentation. It matters. Because the way I come off, it matters. Like the presentation in which I give. Yeah, I can spit these stats. I can spit these facts. I can spit all this other shit. But how I present it to you, it matters, right? All right. So Brittany said the ones that you don't want, I think, be the one for you. Crazy theory. That is a theory. That is a great theory.
I don't know if you remember when y'all was younger, we was over at the church. I would always say, the girl that you look at that you say, "Ooh, she fine," I say, she'll be fine for a while. Don't worry about her. The girl that you look over there and you like, oh, she don't have that look. Say, go talk to her and see what kind of personality she has.
That's you, my brother.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
You remember me telling y'all that?
Nigga, I remember damn near every lesson you gave me at the church.
Why did that make sense though?
Because, like, if you know, I ain't gonna get personal. I'm calling y'all. Y'all know we get personal on here, like you saying. But I ain't gonna throw her name out there. But if you know me around that time, you knew who I was dealing with. You knew what ended up transparent. What ended up happening. And I meant transpiring, but you know what ended up happening, and you knew that is exactly how I started.
Yep.
And what ended up happening? My oldest daughter ended up getting created. So,
and that was to that point. The absolute ugliest woman I've ever seen in my life, and we are talking about a 1 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
The best personality you could ever encounter if you got past her defense mechanism. Yeah, I don't know where it's fine. But if you got past her, once what is it called? Diffused. Once you got all the defenses out of the way, she was such a sweet person to where when mom rented a limo for all of us to go, mom was like, let her go too. We were like, let her go too.
Yeah.
When I say mud was, I mean, ooh, she was rough looking.
Yeah.
Bro,
You judging?
Fuck yes,
bro, I ain't judging. Bob Shalom said that. Bro.
I'm sorry, y'all. I got the ugliest laugh in the world, but go ahead.
Bro, but the personality, when you connect with her and you listen to her story and you listen to who she is and what she wants to do in life, it's awesome person. And this is all the way back in high school.
Yeah.
It's not always the looks, guys. Of course, a lot of time go to the looks, and that's where the competition is.
Okay, check this out.
Mm-hmm.
First off, let me again, since we got 6 people watching right now, y'all please like, share, and subscribe. This show cannot grow without you. We love you, and I appreciate everybody and anybody that supports, comments, likes, etc., etc. Also, gotta give a shout out to Jermaine, because without him, bro, I swear we would not be on this platform of StreamYard. We'll still be streaming live on Facebook. And I ain't gonna lie, this StreamYard, it's where it's at, y'all. At least for right now. You know what I'm saying? It's the shit. So you just said something, bro, that's very fucking interesting. And I say this. If she is able to identify the areas that I'm lacking in, the areas that I need support in, the areas that could get me from 98% to 110%, right? That's overdoing, right? She stands to benefit. And us as men,
you're smart.
Right. Check out. Us as men, we compartmentalize every fucking thing that we do, right? So we're not looking for the ones that tell us, oh, wait, I'm the one, I'm this, I'm that. We're looking for the ones that show us.
Exactly.
Because when you show us, it's undeniable. Like we wouldn't have no choice but to meet you.
Be drawn to it,
at up here, right? We wouldn't have no choice but to meet you up here. If we're half stepping, if we're quarter stepping, if we're if we're stepping a fourth, we're gonna have no. If we want to keep you, see, like fucking you is one thing, but keeping you, we'll have to step it up.
Absolutely. That's why, and the first thing I was saying is, if you sit down with a business-minded woman, the first conversation you have, you tell her what your vision is, and she immediately plug into it and tell you how to take off. That's somebody that you got my attention. If I tell you what my business idea is, and you tell me about all the people that failed at it and all that stuff like that, then you're not gonna help me. What you're giving me is a lack of confidence. I already got that. It's I know the competition if I'm wise.
Right.
If I'm in this industry, I've looked at the competition, I've looked at the overhead, I've looked at different things, right?
And you no, you're on point, bro. Like you 100% right what you're saying. And I 100% agree with what you just said. But ladies, understand this. Niggas will lie. Niggas will lay in the weeds. They'll sit here and put on this facade, they will masquerade as that this is one thing until y'all fuck. And once after y'all fucking, he didn't put you on. Hey, Future said it best. Once I hit you once, you part of my collection.
True.
So once you able to retain said man beyond being his part of his compilation. His collection, right? It's what he does afterwards, right? And then let you know exactly who he is, what he's about, and what he's not. And if you're expecting this wholesome, and okay, the problem is the women don't realize what shitful dude they dealing with until after they had a baby by him.
Sometimes I know some girls the majority of the ones I've encountered, this is my personal experience. The majority of the women that I've talked to, every single one of them knew that nigga was garbage before they got with him, and they did it anyway.
Let me read some of these comments. So CJ says makes sense. What we was talking about earlier. So Brittany say, I never seen you rude though. Of course, like I've never been rude. At least not intentionally, or at least on first glance. But Jermaine say, shout out to Great Goose for messing up Mike Convo. Hey, no lie, huh? So And CJ said, without you tearing them down, but it's hard for women that's business minded or at least that's making this profitable of a business to not look at a dude that's less than. Because again, remember, there's not too many niggas that's out here making 100 grand plus. And when you get to black people, it's even less of a percentage. So you're naturally gonna tear them down.
Yeah, because you feel superior.
Right, because you feel superior.
That's what the whole joke. I'm a PhD come from.
Yeah.
Just having a PhD.
There
are women that have PhDs and still not earning what the PhD should be getting, and they still look down on dudes that's earning more because they have PhD.
Come on now. And my boy Woody Q up in here. Woody Q Productions, man, his mixing is so sick. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all fuck with my boy DeMarcus ass. I ain't, bro, so many days I was locked in that nigga house at the studio. That really, like, bro, but y'all two are the two that really molded me to be rap the way that I do right now.
So appreciate
and I respect I respect and I cherish all those times that Pound was given. And I respect all those times and all that shit that I spent with y'all boys. So Brittany say Ray with that mess, huh? Oh wait, Ray said that's why words don't mean nothing to me. Let them actions speak, sir. And I'm with you 100%. No. And the only thing that I will correct you on, Ray, is don't limit that to just dudes. Limit that to people. I mean, no, not limit. Give that to people. Expand that to people. I'm with you though. So CJ, Stacey, Brittany said, no, he can't talk. SMH. Oh, he can't talk now. SMH. Hey, we was wrapped up in a whole different subject. Handsome, hold on. Wait a minute. We can talk about whatever you want here on the conversation with Mike and Pratt. Fuck you saying. So CJ said, don't have time to have a baby. You right. But CJ, you my girl. You know, it's coming from personal love. But that's what the 40-year-old say. That's what the 40-year-old you say. What did the 20-year-old you say? And Ray says, I love to hear what people got to say because people should give others a chance to back it up with actions. But say once you show what? But say once. Oh, okay. But say once you show otherwise. Okay. Hey, I'm not disagreeing with that, Ray. I'm not disagreeing with that at all. Hey, make sure. Hey, my girls. I keep every time I think about them, I pull this necklace. If y'all wonder why I wear this necklace, and I know it look kind of weird me wearing this on camera, but my girls made this, and it definitely says "Daddy" right here. You understand me? So I wear it for them. And Jermaine says, "I let a bitch working." He's like, I let a bitch working at Thomas Barbecue tear me down, and she had more than me. I ain't gonna lie. All right, I'm gonna give you a personal story. I'm gonna put myself out there. I dated somebody. Thomas Barbecue. I dated somebody that was an exotic dancer at one point, right? And I ain't gonna lie. The reason why me and this person dated is because me and this person had like a history together, right? Because Lord knows I would not be with no exotic dancer. Would I fuck them? Yes. But would I date them? No. Zero, none whatsoever, right? Now, definitely. Now, at one point, I'm not gonna lie. At Stack's house, matter of fact, Stacks is back here in the living room right now. He can come on camera right now and attest to exactly what I'm saying, because it wasn't a lie. She literally said, "You ain't shit, nigga. You ain't got shit. You ain't got no house. You ain't got no car. Your family left you. You ain't got no job. You broke, nigga. You ain't shit on my mama." And you know what? I couldn't be mad. You want to know why? Because every fucking thing she said was the truth. It was the truth. It was 100% truth. You said wrestling earlier. It was a shoot. It was real. And you know what the fuck I did? I didn't cry. I didn't sit here and say, "Oh my God, I just hate the way you talk to me. It make me feel like less than a man." No. I said, you know what? Bitch, you right. You right. I can't dispute nothing you just said because it is what? 100% facts. We was in Stack's house. He was there, bro. I bullshit you not.
In front of other people?
Bro, she did this in front of Stacks, in front of my partner. Nigga, I've been knowing Stacks is a fact. Hold on. No, Stacks breaking facts. Lacing tracks. Hold on, wait. We on the podcast for your ass. Fucking saying, well, hold on, one day we generate some cash. Hey, I'm just saying. But anyway, it was real. No, like that's one thing about it, y'all. I cannot dispute the facts. And what she gave me was 100% facts. You know what I did after that? I got income tax came. I ended up getting a car. I ended up getting my job back. I ended up shaping my brain. I ain't never not had a job since that moment. Since that moment.
Where is she? She still with you?
Oh, you crazy. Oh, fuck no. That bitch had to hit the door for sure while I throw the phone. I ain't lying. So, all right, but not seriously though. But no. All bullshit aside though. Like, I could sit there and I could cry, I could complain, I could bitch, I could moan, I could do all this other shit. But the thing is, she gave me the facts, the Miller Lite cold hard facts, and what that was, it made me look at myself, bro. They say as a man, bro, it hits different when a woman tells you exactly where you lagging at, exactly where you need to improve at, exactly what you coming up short at. Right. And when she hits you with the facts, she's not hitting you with feels, opinions, etc., etc. She's hitting you with the real. You can't argue that.
Yeah. If it's truthful, it's real.
It's truthful, it's real. And what it did. Oh shit.
No, you're good.
And what it did, it made me get up off my ass. It made me make something happen. But let me keep reading these comments. So my boy say, well, stats. But I'm saying. So Ray says, I was rooting for them too. No, I ain't gonna lie, Ray was on some real gangster shit.
Rooting for who?
For me and but I'm saying. So Brittany say, go shake it. I'm gonna drink to that.
What did she say?
Go shake your tail, brother. Brittany say, God did it. I never knew about her, so irrelevant. Okay. Brittany also said, there's nothing you wasn't already told. Next subject, because she tried it. No, see, you're right. It wasn't something that I wasn't already told. But it hit different with a woman that's at the bottom of the barrel telling me, a nigga that thought he was operating or such a high plateau. Because again, like I told you, all the homies, people on the football field, my homeboys, they really hold me in high regard. And rightfully so. But I wasn't operating on said high regard. So, right. And she said, and CJ said, and vice versa. Women listen to when the men speak because we all each other mirrors. But do you listen when the man speaks and it's facts, but the facts that he's speaking put you in a position that makes you uncomfortable? So do you listen then?
It brings us back to that question. If a guy telling you yes, but you married, and once 45% no, which one would you pick?
Well, she already said that she's taking 45%.
But most women don't want to hear the negative. They want the praise, the you look good, you this, you that. I want to go out because I'm all cheat up and dress up.
I literally just told Laura offline. That y'all will listen to the men that will perpetuate a lie to you.
Man, run that game.
That will run that game. That's only here to get that Get that us. Y'all know what that us is. Y'all know what that us is. I can do the motion in the ocean to create the commotion to show you what that us is. It's that us. It's that G hand. Fuck you saying. But all right, y'all will only listen to those. But you don't listen to a guy like me. You don't listen to a guy like Pratt. You don't listen to a guy like Jermaine. Because when we giving you those unfiltered, unadulterated FACTS facts, you run from them. Because it don't make you feel good. Y'all think, bro, y'all think that the way that girl, I swear to God, on my life, bro, I'm 30 years old, bro. January 4th, 1993, 4:22 p.m. And I've never been dressed down by a woman like that ever in my life. To where she was 100% right. And all I could do was just sit there and say, damn, I'm not doing something right with my life. For a woman that, of her caliber, right? I mean, you grade where her caliber belongs, but she dressed me down. And ever since then, bro, I got my life together. Like, I've had a job since then. Well, I had a job since then, right? And the girl I'm with now, she's never seen me without a job because I'm scared, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm petrified of being in that position again and getting dressed down again. That's why I've sat here and I took the time to study relationships, study the psychology of human, study the psychology of men, study the psychology of women and how you operate. Yeah, how you operate on a grand scale. And I'm able to come on this show and give it to y'all. Y'all want to be following me? You want to be following Pratt? You want to be following none of this shit if it wasn't real. If it wasn't real, you wouldn't follow it. Y'all would have been saying after the first episode, man, these niggas full of shit. Let me cut this shit off, man. These niggas on that bullshit. But we here. And y'all support. And I love every single one of y'all for it, especially my family. But let me keep reading. Jermaine says, my nigga from Mexico sent me pounds of weed, and I was up on that barbecue. My boy. Hey, he's the same nigga that told me what a damn near nacho was. So Brittany say, and she at the bottom, yeah, you should have shaken tail feather bit and put me on. But that's the thing now, B. If she's at the bottom and she's able to give me some real insight of who the fuck I was as a man or who the fuck I wasn't as a man, I should really listen to that. And I did.
And God use anybody to get you straight if he care about you.
Think about it.
Anybody.
Talk about it. And CJ says, you only grow when you're uncomfortable. Come on, I got to stand up. What did church say? No pain, no power.
No power.
Just do it. What's my name on here? Nike Fam Amazing One. And then the A stands for amazing. So CJ says us women just want to know that we have a safe place. And look, and I swear to God, I feel like I'm taking all the talking time for you. I hate that, but I'm on a roll right now. What you saying? Fuck you saying? Hey, and you are right. It should be a safe place. It's our job as men to create a safe place. What's our 3 roles? Protect, provide, lead. And if we see a family in you, we're supposed to protect you. We're supposed to provide for you. We're supposed to lead you. It'll naturally happen. It'll naturally happen. And I tell my girl all the time, right here on my left side is your safest place in the world. It is the safest place for you to be. Anywhere else could possibly put you in danger. But here with me, you are protected. And I'm willing, and I love my girls, all 4 of them. Michaela, Tamari, Farroney, Melanie. And Lord knows I'll die for them. But if it came down to it, I'll die protecting you because that's my role as a man. If I don't see you fit to do such, I wouldn't be as such. We would just have but I'm saying. So Stacey said, read my comment of what you should have said. And Jermaine say that I did read your comment, B. And Jermaine say that's real. And see, they also said life will happen for us all. Make sure your partner has seen you up, down, mad, smiling, struggling, and straight. Right. You are right. Because that's the natural you. That is you in your transparency. And that will give the woman the proper option to know if you are the guy to lead her life. Because I will admit, as much as I get on this show, we get on this platform and we say men should lead, you gotta have the Rex. You gotta have the sustainable. I'm gonna say that again. You gotta have the sustainable what? You gotta have the sustainable tools to lead. Because a lot of y'all leadership, yeah, it's good for now, but it ain't sustainable. What about 5 years from now? You gotta have vision. You gotta be able to have vision. You gotta be able to see this. Hey, I love Coop. That's my boy. Charles Cooper. That's my boy. I love him to death. That's my brother. But my boy, ain't gonna lie, he a little lazy eyed. But he got that vision. You understand me? Hey, I swear to God, I'll admit this on camera. He got, for a guy that's lazy eyed, he got the best ball carry vision I've ever seen in football. That is crazy. But that's him. And I respect the fuck out of him for it. So B say, no, he tipsy right now. Press shut him up. By Miss Tailfeather. I'm done talking about her, baby. I'll say what I had to say. So Jermaine saying chip is shredded cheese. That's that damn near nacho. I ain't bullshit. I swear to God. She on the movie Bissonnette, Mike. Hey. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that, bro. We ain't tearing down women. You understand? We ain't tearing down no woman. We uplifting women and men, especially black women and men. My boy Rod is in the building. Hey, my boy a bounty hunter. Respect to my boy. I ain't gonna lie, he put his life on the line for that shit. He actually called me for a couple questions, but and he used the ball. I ain't gonna lie. The boy is nasty on that field. I respect that man for sure. Now I appreciate you, CJ. Love y'all. Great show. Have a wonderful night. Hey, we try every Wednesday. We try to get y'all the best show possible. We try. Hey, Ray, I know what you laughing at. And you ain't funny. Fuck you talking about. But nah, for sure, Rod. You know how we get down. But Pratt, man. Anything you want to add to this, bro?
Nah, man, I'm just thinking. I'm just chilling.
Hey, I'm in here. Hey,
Chilling, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I take the lessons I've learned in my marriage, right? The things that I did wrong. Of course, the thing. Hey, Terrence, holla at me. Of course, things I did wrong, the things I've done right, and I try to apply them to any relationship I have going forward. And that's why I come on this show, right? And I show Ray the utmost respect because it's hard. Like to some people, that's hard for them to do, right? And I respect any woman that chooses to deal with me. Understand?
Makes sense.
Because I understand that I'm not the easiest person to get along with, and this ideology that I'm spitting on these airwaves, this ideology that we both agree on, it's not hard, it's not easy to capitulate to, and it takes a strong woman to understand where they at, where they're lacking, and to adjust and to improve. And that's why I ain't gonna lie. I know me and CJ had our spats that first episode, but the fact that she took the time to understand where we're both coming from, and as you see now,
I hate I got to see how it came together.
right? And as you see now, like she understands that this is life, y'all. Like this is life. I'm gonna look at y'all. This is life, y'all. This is the way life is lived. This is the way life is. This is the way life is understood. And until you understand this, you will, until you understand this, bro, you will have a hard time in relationships. Because us as men, we try to hold certain sediments and certain, certain sediments and certain intricacies of the game because we feel like it put us at a very disadvantage. But once we learn as men that that transparency is the key to longevity and sustainability, you will really understand. But let me read the rest of these comments. She says, I'm late. Yeah, I'm getting back. I'm late. Oh, yo, tear it down. What? I'm done now. Fuck you saying? So my boy Rod say to be able to move on means you understand it's okay to let go. It's okay to grow apart from someone you love. You can love someone with all your heart, but that togetherness isn't there. It's okay. Rod, I gotta stand up for that. I ain't gonna even bullshit you. Like, bro, I gotta give you a round of applause. That was real. And Brittany say, my brother fussed at me about tell, and I said what I said. Get a job and judge him now. Brittany, I'm gonna start ignoring you. I ain't gonna bullshit you. But no, okay. In ending, bro, you got anything you want to add to this?
No, man. I really appreciate the I guess the conversations, the ability, like how I think if one thing I would add, and I want to start doing that.
Talk to me
later.
Talk to me.
Is start putting these in some hard rules. Like and the reason why I say that is because we're coming up with solutions, but we don't have them hard. We need to chisel them in stone. Something that we all work on. So, for instance, leadership with men, authenticity, consistency.
Uh-huh.
It's not just
Integrity. You gotta
integrity.
lead with these things.
Yeah. Biblical principles. It's not
Biblical
something that we
principles.
talk about in episode 7 and 9 and then 11 and 12, but something that we have on the wall behind us, so we can be like,
I want to hang.
we established this. Yeah. And we can say, look, you catch us not doing this, I want to hear from you.
I want to hear from you.
Hold up.
Like, listen.
We hold each other accountable. It's not judgment. It's accountability.
Listen, y'all. And I want to throw this out here in front of the live for the world to see. If I'm not being accountable, if I'm not being a leader, if I'm not putting myself in that position to get my girl, and if I'm not in that position to get my girl to the next fucking level, then I'm just falling short as a man. And y'all should let me know. That's why we ask. If we on fire, drop that fire emoji. If we talking about that bullshit, drop that shit emoji. And I promise you, we will do something different. We got to. We wouldn't have no choice. Because there's no way, like, the shit I'm sitting here proclaiming online, I'm acting a different way offline. I'm very consistent. And anything I do, anybody that knows me personally, you understand how consistent I am. Rather it's football, rather it's rapping, rather it's whatever. I'm consistent. You understand? And this is a safe place for all of us to have this conversation. And next week, we're bringing people on the show. So Brittany, Rod, Ray, T, Jermaine, CJ, whoever, bro, just inbox me, DM me. And I promise you, we have no problem bringing you on the show. No problem. I want to hear. I want to hear the feedback. So let me read your raw comment right quick before we get up out of here. He said, I did 10 years faithfully and a good man, but we grew apart. It hurt like hell, but I understood after a while. Exactly. 8 years, bro. I did 8 years with Ray. Ray, she drops in the comments all the time. 8 years we did. And it just, we grew apart. I didn't do my part of understanding her as a woman. Now, she can tell y'all, if she chooses to tell y'all, what she didn't do as her part, right? And it is what it is at this point. Like, we got to understand what we went wrong, what was the shortcomings, what was the transgressions, and fix it. Because what you're gonna do, I appreciate you, Rod. Mad respect, for sure. Love, bro. I love you, boy. All right. What it took me being where I'm at right now, with whom I'm with right now, to understand what I was coming up short as a man. And I had to fix that, right? Because they say the definition of insanity is what? Doing the exact same thing and expecting a different result. I'm willing to bet, if I had to bet money on it, Ray's not the same person she was when we was together, right? It's like I know I'm not the same person I was when we was together. So that's just what it is. But Rod say, yep, I should have been more appreciative as well. Accountability, respect, bro. That's why I fuck with you. That's why I respect you. You understand? This nigga Brittany stupid. You should have shook a tail feather. But no, seriously, like, Rod, you know how we get down, boy. I respect each other. You understand me? I respect you not only as a football player, bro, as a man. But that's what it is. That's why I have you in my life, bro. That's why I have Jaleel in my life. You understand? Checks and balances. Us as men, I definitely recommend you have checks and balances in your life. Because the last thing I want to do is get on this platform, get in front of y'all, and embarrass myself. Start talking about shit that I literally have no idea what the fuck it is I'm talking about. Like, that's just what it is. You understand? You got anything you want to add to that? Nope. You gonna leave me like that?
No, you good. Running with it, man.
I'm running with it. Hey, tell those niggas, hey. You man, yeah. Have good bad. But hey, my food friend, I ain't bullshit. But look, hey, it's been almost 2 hours, y'all. Hey, we here every fucking Wednesday. Next week, I want to have a panel. We still getting this new platform down. Shout out to Jermaine. You know what I'm saying? Without him, bro, we wouldn't have had this platform. So y'all, Ray said, Pratt, you ready to call it tonight? But no, seriously though, without Jermaine, bro, we wouldn't have had this platform. So without him, this show wouldn't exist in the format at which you see. So shout out to him, y'all. Like, make sure y'all love and appreciate his page. Me and Pratt is on. Check him out tomorrow. Let's talk about it. I got it right here, y'all. Let's talk about it Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. We live every week. You understand me? It didn't say you look sleep.
I'm literally thinking about the sound. I'm thinking about stuff I gotta do, man.
Hey y'all, I appreciate you. Y'all have a good night. Stay blessed. For sure. You bless up, my boy. Hey, make sure y'all say a prayer for my youngest daughter, Melanie. September 25th, I believe she's gonna have surgery or whatever. So make sure y'all keep her uplifted in her prayers. That's my baby. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's my twin. Hey, I love them. You understand? Like, I do this for them. I would die for them. I would do whatever when it comes to my children. Tamari, Farron, Michaela, Melanie. I love every single one of y'all. Y'all each hold 25% of my heart. You understand? And my nieces, Brooke and Malaya. I'm sorry, I botched her name. And Zach, my nephew, my only nephew. You understand? So, they changed it to the 28th. So this the 28th, y'all. Just make sure y'all keep her uplifted in y'all prayers. Let's make sure she have a great surgery with absolutely, positively no complications. And we're gonna be back here every Wednesday, y'all. 6, 7, 8. Damn, I'm fucking the time up. 8 p.m. It is the podcast on your ass. Hopefully one day we get some cash for you to talk about. So, make sure y'all, hey, Brooke, my niece's birthday is September 29th. I might do something live for her. I might even interview her. But make sure y'all check out Father's Day next year. I know that's a long time away, but Father's Day next year on this platform, I'm gonna interview all of my children. But I love y'all, every single one of y'all. We appreciate every single one that comments, like, subscribe, that shares. Please share this, because you never know. This could help somebody. This could help somebody from having depression. This could help somebody from suicidal thoughts. This could help somebody from ending their marriage, ending their family. You never know. I'm going to share a little something before I get offline right quick. Just 2 minutes. I've been talking for forever, but 2 minutes. One of my boys hit me up. I ain't talked to this dude in like years. Like, we knew, like, bro, don't get me wrong. Like, I inbox him from time to time, but I'm talking about talk on the phone. And he literally came to me for advice about his divorce. That's how I know this show reaches people. That's how I know Jermaine's show reaches people. And subscribe on Facebook, on YouTube. What's our YouTube page? Conversation with Mike and Pratt. Just look it up, bro. This show streams on 3 platforms: my Twitter, my Facebook, and our YouTube. Next week for sure. All right, but before October, we're gonna transform into our own Facebook. So the show is not going to be on my page anymore after like 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm giving y'all 2 to 3 weeks to understand. You understand? But yeah. But okay. Bro gave me so much info, so much insight about their divorce, their pending divorce, their relationship, etc., etc. That's how I know this show reaches so many people, bro. He lives in Oregon, but I've been knowing he's from the hood, bro. He's from the folk, but I've been knowing him for forever. And he literally hit me up in my inbox. You understand? He said, "I see y'all talking about mental health and relationships," and I was able to give him like sound advice, understanding, and direction. You understand? And without you, understand, like, this show could not be possible, bro. I really appreciate you and everything you do. Like, this setup wouldn't be possible without you. We're doing this at your house. You understand? You let us come into your home every single week, every Wednesday, and Lord knows how much I appreciate you as a friend, as a homie, as a brother, etc., etc. Like, a lot of things that I do, I am the way I am because of you, right? Because you instilled in me a certain way to move, a certain way to think, a certain way to prosper. And without that, bro, I wouldn't be able to speak so eloquently the way that I do. And you are. And I say this in front of the world, bro. I'm not ashamed to admit that Pratt is by far the smartest nigga I know. Like, in everything, like finances, life, biblical, etc., etc. So do not change who you are, bro. Like, continue being who you are, what you represent. And I swear I will continue to flock with you, because I feel like without people like you, without people like Ben, I wouldn't know Ben without you. Without people like Ben, without people like TD, y'all understand like fam TD, you understand who he is, young TD, young Travis Drayton, dead serious entertainment, you understand? I'm working on the mic. Hey, I'm not saying because I'm sticky like honey. All right, but not seriously though. Like without them, without Chase, without you know what I'm saying, without Jaleel, my neurologically sound brother to some degree.
I've been hearing about you, Jaleel.
Without no, not to some degree. I'm sorry, I don't mean disrespect, but with utmost respect and degree, you understand? Without them, bro, I wouldn't be able to get on this platform. I wouldn't be able to speak. I wouldn't be able to know that what I'm saying is guiding folks. It's changing people's lives. What we do, bro, we change people's lives on this platform. We change people's lives on here. Poppy, holla at me. He from the 4-2. You understand that? But it wasn't the first time I called him Poppy though. I mean Marquise. But not seriously though. But no. All right. But I wouldn't be able to speak the way I do without y'all. And I'm so appreciative and I appreciate having each and every one of y'all in my life, bro. And I love every single one of y'all. Nah, for sure. For sure. And we're gonna continue being boys till the day you die. Fuck you saying. Hey, but now, all right, we out, y'all. Hey, check in tomorrow night. Let's talk about it Thursday, 6:30 p.m. We got it right here at the bottom. And we also got the Domino Effect. Conversation with Mike. And hey, next week I'm rapping though. You understand me? Tail feather strip, ankle strip. You never needed that. You not slow, but hey, it took that motherfucking shit to get me where the fuck I am right now. So I actually appreciate her for that. So y'all, we out. Be safe. It's foes everywhere. You understand? I gotta throw my shit up. You understand me? But y'all fuck with it. Y'all fuck with us. We here every fucking week. It is the conversations with Mike and Pratt. It is also the Domino Effect streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter with T Stacks in that background. You understand me? But y'all holla at me. Peace.